Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to share some images of a couple of radios that a friend who's downsiding has decided to pass on to me. The first one is this Roberts, so I'm no longer a one Roberts man. I've got two Roberts now. And this is a rather nice one. It's R606-MB, and it's got long wave, medium wave and VHF. Now the only thing really with it is the cosmetic things. It just needs a bit of cleaning up, a bit of TLC, maybe do something with the wood at the ends, put some finish on it, something like that. Grill on the back's all right. There seem to be two connections, probably for aerial and earphone, and it also takes mains. I haven't tried it with mains, but it's got a figure of 8, the number 8 socket there. Now the worst thing with it, I think, is that all the one of them was still there, but it was broken. All the other ones, the bass and treble knobs and all the push buttons are gone. I don't know whether I can make some that look reasonable or something like that. There's 3 little markers you can move along to mark your channel. There's a bit of wear on that strip there as well on the top. But generally speaking, it's mainly just cosmetic. Needs a bit of a clean up. Badges there. And it spins. And they all have to spin. They have to spin well, Roberts, apparently. I don't know how many turns it's supposed to be able to do, and it depends on how hard you push it, I think. But there we are. So it's quite a nice radio, and even without the aerial up.
Say it like you mean it.
So you see it's quite good. Slightly scratchy volume control, but it does work. The aerial is in good condition, and it's complete, and it's all there, undamaged. So it takes 4 C cells. I think it's 4 C cells it takes. I'm trying to do things one-handed is never easy, but if I can push that, there we go. Oh, 6 C cells. So be quite expensive to run on batteries, I think, but they do last a long time once you've got them, and you can still get them. That's the main thing. Yeah, so that's that. It actually had batteries in it, so there we go. Put it back. So that was the first one. So I've now got a Roberts. I wouldn't like to do anything to the VHF if that stopped working, but as it's working at the moment, I think it's a case of it ain't broke, so don't fix it. But I'll try and clean it up a bit cosmetically, see what I can do. Now the other radio, I haven't seen one of these before, is this little Cossor. And that's a very, very sweet little radio. Really nice. In good condition all round. There's just a mark on there, but that will clean off. It's got the inevitable slight paint spattering at some point. This is a little bit fiddly to do, because it is quite a small switch. Doesn't come up very much, but
you can craft one instead. Bon appetit, Jill.
So that's on the long wave.
But of course, the most important
and these
thing
batteries are
Christmas
not even
is
full. They're quite run down. And it's working very well.
Any minute, aren't you? That's right.
And it's got a switch over to medium wave. There may not be much on there. Let's turn the volume up a bit. Must avoid music. But it also there's a lot of interference, not very good signal in here. There we go.
Central position just outside the Aberdeen building area. Shatter's coming through. Good acceleration, but having built up the speed of Ron, he then put too much speed.
So there we are. And it's working. Takes 3 AA cells. And as I say, they're slightly run down, the ones I put in there. Now, when I got this one, it didn't work. And the reason it didn't work was these bits. Capacitors. So I changed those 5 capacitors for modern ones, and basically that's the only actual real repair that I did to it. Changed the capacitors and then realigned the circuits with a signal generator. I actually had the circuit diagram for it, so there were these 2 capacitors down here, which are basically signal ground from the emitter of these 2 transistors. Then there was a capacitor here on the wiper of the volume, taking the audio signal from the radio stage into the audio amplifier. That capacitor was completely ruined. It was actually swollen and leaky and everything. It was completely ruined. So nothing was going to work as it was. There's a capacitor which just smooths the supply, basically this one here. That one was bad. I tested them and that was very bad. It was still not short circuit, but it was very leaky. Then there's one up here in the IF stages. So that was another small one, 3.2. So that I changed those 5 capacitors, ticked them off as I did them. And there's a little layout of what's inside. I don't really want to take the back off it now I've got it working, but that's basic simple layout. So it's a very straightforward medium long wave set, and it works reasonably well now. Not only got the radio though, but also there's a carrying strap, long one, and there's the actual case with it, with a short strap on it. When it's in the case, it's very difficult to work that on-off volume control, as I've found, because there isn't, your finger's even further away from it, and it's a job to turn it. But it does work okay. And then the range change switch would be there, and the tuning's there, and this little pack on here, which doesn't quite match the rest, so it must have been an optional accessory. There's a little earphone in there now, of course, no longer working because it's probably about 60 years old, but it would plugged in the side. There was a side socket there where it plugged in there originally. It's probably not worth worrying too much about that, because unlikely to want to use that. But I just thought I'd share those. There's rather nice little radios, all working very nicely now. So thanks for watching.